What's good, party people? This is According to Woods, powered by Bodyslam.net, and I am here with current Bellator featherweight, former LFA featherweight champion, Justin J Train Gonzalez. Justin, what's going on, bro?
What's up, my man? Thanks for having me. Just wrapping up with practice, kind of hanging out, man. Hanging out right now.
How is Greenlee today?
So I'm up in Fort Collins right now, but
Okay.
it's good, man. It's sunny. It's nice out today. We've had a little bit of wind lately. Some areas of Colorado were up to I think 60, maybe even 70 per hour winds. I was like, dang, dude, that's pretty crazy. But in our area, it's pretty good right now. So I can't complain.
Can't complain, can't complain. Now, my goodness, you're one of the newest, hottest prospects for the Bellator featherweight division, and that division is absolutely stacked. But I mean, coming into Bellator after your LFA title win and your Contender Series, Dana White Contender Series sojourn, coming in hot, beating Tyron Claxton. How was that fight for you? I mean, obviously you fought in big stages, but this was a pretty big deal.
It was, I came off a long layoff before that fight. Coming in ranked, he was ranked number 9 at the time. It was very exciting for me. First fight with Bellator. So, I mean, dang, man, the pressure was on. Excitement was up against a tough opponent. So it was great, man. I actually kind of train with Taiwan a little bit now up at Elevation. So it's good, man. You know, it was a great fight, tough, very close fight. I'm very happy I came out with the dub, obviously. And then now I'm happy to be able to train with him, man. Help me sharpen some skills, help point out some things that obviously I think I can help him. He can help me. So it's a good relationship now.
It's that iron sharpens iron, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I take full advantage of it. So
You kind of have to, especially competing on the highest levels. Now, I want to get into this fight with Kai Kamaka III, right? Because theoretically speaking, in terms of LFA, and a championship win, as well as, the run on Dana White's Contender Series, most people think that, oh, you just go to the UFC, right? And Kai Kamaka is one of the ones who actually went to the UFC. So you went the other route and went to Bellator, which, I mean, it looks like it's been a great fit for you. But does it feel a little bit of a poetic justice that you're fighting somebody who's coming off of a UFC run in his own right and coming and welcoming in to the Bellator cage?
a little bit. Yeah, I would say, I try not to think like that. What's in the past is in the past. But obviously, hey, dude, he's tough. He's a vet. He's fought on some big stages. Fought with Bellator a couple times now as well, I believe. So, I'm more trying to focus on just fighting some tough guys, getting back on the win column, and then making that climb to the belt again. So, Kai Kamaka is one of those guys that I come out here and I have a dominant performance. That puts me right where I need to be. So it's exciting, man. I'm ready to do this already.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I can't wait. I want the Saturday after next to be here already because it's an amazing card. Bellator always puts on a great show. I just love it. Now, one thing about you, as evidenced in your Bellator promo picture as well as your Tapology picture, is you have a way of branding yourself. You've really come in. J Train is not just a moniker for you. You've branded yourself really well. You've got your
Right.
Vans, you've got your fight shirts, which is amazing because there are a lot of fighters that don't capitalize on their time in the sun. How big is basically fortifying your brand with you fighting to you?
I think it's important in this game. Everybody, for a long time, I thought it was just about fighting. I thought it was just about being the best fighter you can be, but I've come to learn that it's not. You got to be exciting. You got to be able to woo people. You got to be able to pull them in. You got to win. You got to be exciting. You got to market yourself. And ultimately, if you do that and you do it right, you're going to go a lot further in this game than just being a good fighter. So it's very, very important, and I love it, man. I think I do a lot of really good things with this as well. Outside of myself, I help my family, I help my gyms. There's a lot of other programs that kind of just a lot of people that benefit from me doing well. I've said this before. It's bigger than just me, man. I feel like I can benefit and help countless people from just being successful, motivating, helping any way that I can, So sometimes that's a bigger picture.
No, I love it. It kind of that's kind of the thing that hinders a lot of the legacies of guys and girls that we used to watch, where they stick in too long because they think fighting is everything, and not really brand themselves. So it's amazing that you've learned right from it. And
Yeah.
now, speaking of learning, obviously, you're going into the Eric Pico fight. You're undefeated, claimed the LFA world title, right? But we've seen a lot of fighters kind of essentially eradicate their career after a loss, after going through the highest of highs. They can't take the lowest of lows. What did you learn about yourself after that? Obviously, you in Taiwan, you had a ranked guy, another ranked guy in Pico, but a loss can kind of falter a lot of the mindset. That doesn't be the case for it doesn't seem to be the case for you, but am I
No.
wrong in that?
It sucked, man. I hate losing. It wasn't a fun experience for me. But ultimately, we um sorry, I got a little distracted. We have some guys walking out of the gym. It sucked, but you know, you learn from your losses. I've lost before, many times before, maybe not in fighting, but in other sports, other things in life. So, and I always bounce back stronger. So, I'm just excited to come back on the win column, ready to handle business this next weekend, and ultimately just show the world what I'm about, show what I've learned, just kind of get back on that win column again.
I absolutely love
Finger.
it. There
Bash.
we go. What's good?
Yeah.
What's good? Yeah. So I mean, how speaking of the win column and fortifying the strategy, I mean, you're a Colorado kid, right? And being able to stay within your home state, not too far from where you grew up and what have you, does that fortify your ability to make Colorado proud?
I think so. I'm very proud to come from Greeley. Not Greeley doesn't always have the best name for some reason, but some would even say it's the exact opposite of Hawaii, if you would. But I'm very proud to be from Colorado, very proud to be from Greeley, where not a lot of big names come from. I'm very proud to be able to say I am one of those big names, putting on for my city, putting on for my team, my family, myself, and just representing. There's a couple other guys coming. Andrew Alirez winning the Big 12s this year, going and putting on at the NCAs. So it's comes with a lot of pride as well. It's cool. It's very fun for me to be able to say, stuck to my roots, stuck with my team. I'm a very loyal person, and it's not just my success, it's our success.
I absolutely love it. One team, one dream is the adage is, right?
Absolutely, I agree, brother. I agree.
Now, in terms of fighting in Hawaii, obviously that's a dream for a lot of fighters, right? Since the pantheons of MMA, 25 plus years ago, right? But if the fight were taking place in Colorado, you would definitely have home field advantage. But you're fighting a Hawaiian in Hawaii, right? And sometimes the mood of a particular arena or venue or the people can kind of alter the fighting style of an opponent coming into enemy territory, so to speak. Have you given any thought to that, or is it just this one name after the next?
A little, man. You always recognize, you're going into hostile territory, but as far as I'm concerned, Hawaiian fans like to watch a fight, and they're going to get one. So, you know what? They don't blink, man, because we're going to come out there, we're going to bang. If Kai comes out there and fights the way he fights, I come out there and do what I do, it's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be very exciting. So, try not to focus on that. He might have a little extra strength, if you would, a little extra um,
Momentum.
extra momentum. I think that's the right word. But you know what? I plan on taking it from him. I plan on dominating him, and Hawaii's gonna know what's up come April 23rd. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, last but very not least, and I hate doing this because you're in the middle of a weight cut, right? But it's kind of a two-part question. All right. So obviously, Hawaii is known for things like Dole Whip and musubi and what have you, right? Like they've got some really, really good eats. Are you one looking forward to after the fight getting some Hawaiian grub? And then two, when you return back to Colorado after a hell of a weight cut, hell of a training camp, what is some of the Colorado dishes that you kind of yearn for?
Man, I'm absolutely looking forward to after the fight, but obviously, hey, I'm here on business. I'm a professional, so business comes before pleasure. So, got some family, got some friends, got some teammates coming out. Got some things in store. I think we're gonna go check out Pearl Harbor. We're gonna go to a luau. So that obviously sounds pretty good to me. A little pork roast, a little some fire spinners, some stuff like that. But back home, I'm always looking forward to my grandma's burritos, man. That's one of my favorite meals on the planet. And she always makes them for me after a fight. So that's kind of our routine, But then again, I come back on Wednesday. My birthday's that Thursday. So I'm sure I'll go celebrate with my girl a little bit.
I think that's amazing, right? Luau, Pearl Harbor, you got your history, you got your party, and then coming back for Grandma's burritos. I think it's amazing. So her happy early birthday to you. Uh, I mean, it's going to be pretty cool because as a fighter, there's nothing in life that you want to do more than fight and better yourself. So I think a good birthday present for yourself will be what you do in the Bellator cage on the 23rd of April.
Hey, man, bringing home a dub's all I want for my birthday. So
there we go. Now, again, thank you for joining us here. Thank you guys for joining us here. Justin, I've linked it in the bio, but for those who want to follow J Train as his road to the top continues, where can they find you, my man?
Yo, you guys can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at JTrainXGang, man. You guys get to see what I'm about. Training, chilling with my family, chilling with my girl, going out sometimes, enjoying some drinks. You get the whole journey, man. I'm a pretty open book. You see what I'm doing. If you're about it, give me a follow. See what I'm about.
I followed him. You guys should too. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Justin, for joining us. Go ahead and subscribe to the podcast if you don't believe me or Justin. Well, here's Zeta Zhang to help convince.
Hey, this is Zeta Zhang. Make sure you subscribe.